This is Andy with NMS Imaging again. We have an overview of the new Kodak Capture Pro software. This is the replacement for the Kodak Capture software, which they sell to drive their document scanners all the way from their i30, i40 all the way up to the large production scanners. Just a quick little overview. As you can see, the user interface is completely revamped. They've made it a lot more modern, a lot more clean, and a lot more functionality built right into the main screens. Here we have the job setup. They've replaced the standard clunky original face setup with this new setup. Now all the features are still here, so you still got your barcode, you've got your OCR, you've got separation. Now your indexing screen looks a little bit different. They've got a couple new things working. They've got output format is actually working. You can do batch, document level indexing, same as before. They've got some new features in the document level indexing, like drop-down lists. So you can now create lists for the users to select from, where you could not do that before. So we'll change that back. And you go to the output. Now output's changed a lot. You've got much more control over the types of the file, where the files go, how the files are named. It's a lot easier to name the file or the directory after some indexes that you've captured or keyed on the document. So that's extremely helpful. And it has a little bit of intelligence that if you've got a document with the same name, we can append a number to it. So, you know, they've revamped this whole user interface. Looks great, much easier to use. Users are really going to love it. They've also got the email, and they've got the print features built in. So if you want to add that in addition to processing documents, you can do it by itself or in conjunction with something. Now here we've got the image processing, the auto rotation, fantastic feature. Does the full page OCR, then rotates it based on the words. So the other stuff pretty much the same. Now we've actually got import and export of applications is now working in this version, which is great, especially for customers that upgrade their PCs, and all you got to do is export all the applications and re-import them back in. No rebuilding. You can keep it for off-site for disaster recovery. Works great. I think we'll do a little bit of scanning here. We pick new batch. That looks similar to the first one. I've got a i1440 on my desk. Now this is the same software, like I said, from their low desktop scanners all the way up to their high volume production machines. Same look, same feel, mostly the same functionality. So just scan these in. These are black and white. This is a glossy of the ScanStation 100. So all the standard features you'd expect, zoom in. Now they've got thumbnail viewer on the bottom. I don't know if you saw that. I'll bring that back in a second. But much more configurable on the user interface. Page setups, those are all pretty much the same. So what we'll do is we'll rescan this in color. See what it looks like. Much better. Now this will handle dual stream just like the Kodak scanners will output. You know, the reason that we recommend Kodak Capture Pro software is because it does take full advantage of all of the features that are built into the Kodak scanners, like the perfect page, the auto rotation, you know, all of the image cleanup. So if you want to take full advantage of your investment in Kodak, you want to run Kodak Capture Pro software. Now, the thing I like most about the upgrade to Kodak Capture Pro is the ability to move documents, move the pages around, get the tree view of your batch, you know, reorganize the batch. Whereas before in the other version, that was very limited, if not impossible, mostly. Here's a document scanned sideways, but you know, the image quality is great on these documents. So you can move things in between pages. You know, it's very helpful, especially for the power. There's our thumbnail view back on the bottom, and our indexing screen over on the right. So you can set it up to force indexing. You can use the roping and do OCRing. I grabbed part of a line there, but if you look over to the right, actually did a great job of doing the OCR. So OCR engine's been enhanced. User interface on the OCR is much better. And we also have automatic batch processing, so you can process them and then go back and do scanning. Huge advantage over the previous version where you had to hit the process, you had to wait for the bar to finish. It was a productivity killer in the high volume shops. But they'll queue up and they'll process in the background. Fantastic. They'll also give you alerts if you have a batch problem. So if you want a more in-depth demo, please contact us at nmsimaging.com or 301-622-4300.